I also totally forgot to address the fact that I am dressed exactly the same as I am in last week's video, and my hair is also the same, but I can assure you, I have washed this shirt. It is a different day. It's actually a week later. I did wash my hair. I am clean, I promise. I just like this shirt. It's cool, and I tied it up in a knot. I don't know, it's kind of different this time, but enjoy the video. Thanks. Hello, my queens, kings, and everything in betweens. My name is Sierra, and today I'm coming to you guys with a middle of the month refocus card reading. This is going to be a pick a card reading, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what stacks we have going here. So I have a card stack number 1, card stack number 2, and card stack number 3 here. Okay, and do the usual, go ahead and pause this if you need to. I keep thinking that the camera's here, but it's actually over here, so sorry if I keep getting tripped up on that, but go ahead and pause this video, meditate if you need to, or just pick whatever number comes to you first out of 1 through 3. Again, I have 1, 2, and 3 here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into a card stack number 1. Okay, so for group number 1 here, we have the first 4 cards are going to be what the obstacle or the problem is. So I think I have some of these upside down, but we'll go in with the Ace of Swords here, the Ace of Wands, I have the Fool, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so these are going to be, again, focused on the obstacles or the current problems that are going on. So as of right now, I'm just going to start with the Fool card here. We have a spiritual journey. We have a new kind of awakening, whether it be a different type of perspective. The Ace of Swords here cuts through illusion. So that's what this one sword is signifying. It's signifying just you slicing through this altered reality that we have created for ourselves and just seeing the true reality for what the world is. You're kind of forming your own opinions, your own beliefs. You're going outside of what you used to believe, or even just questioning the world around you, or delving deeper into the things that you've believed before. You're just maybe looking into it more, seeking more research, more knowledge. But overall, you are just on a spiritual journey, and I would say that it is bringing around a world that is new to you, something that you obviously haven't seen before, something that is completely new to you, and honestly really exciting. So for the Ace of Wands here, what I'm seeing is there's rapid change. There's a lot of new things going on. Obviously, you're seeing the world different, so there's a lot of new changes going on in your life right now, and it's happening at a rapid pace. And what here the 7 Wands is telling me is it's giving me a warning to not let people take your power. There's currently maybe some issues going on in your personal life with possibly setting boundaries, or something along the lines of maybe you feel you were mistreated, or as if you are, I don't know, seeking some sort of understanding, and you are more inclined to forgive easy in these types of situations. So hold your ground and be sure to understand that your feelings are valid, and you seeking I don't want to say an apology necessarily, but you seeking a reassurance of appreciation or love from another person is okay. Like, let's say you're in a relationship of any kind, whether it be a friendship or a romantic relationship or anything along those lines, and you are not feeling your love is being reciprocated, and that person is saying, you know, well, I'm not able to give that to you, or this is just who I am. Stand your ground. You deserve to be treated the way that you want to be treated. So don't let people just walk all over you, especially if they say that they love you. Those people are going to be willing to show you that they love you in ways that you want to be loved. But make sure that you communicate that, because that is also very important. Communication is key. People can't read your mind. So telling people how you're feeling, what you're feeling, how you want to be treated, and things like that are important as well. And then 2 aces here, I'm seeing a new thing, a new opportunity, a new experience come into your life. Depending on who you are, it could be different for every person. But overall, I'm not seeing necessarily a problem. I'm seeing a lot of growth. I'm seeing a lot of respecting who you are, learning more about who you are, and learning your love and how you give it to people, and hopefully expecting that same love in return. So if it does seem like possibly chaotic in your life right now, I definitely would maybe just recommend to, 1, make sure that your boundaries are set in the right place, and 2, just continue on the spiritual path or on the whatever path that you are currently on. It seems like it is a good one, but let's go into the rest of the cards here. So with these cards, this is the how to solve the your problem, or how to get over these obstacles. So we have the 10 of Wands here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Swords. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with the 3 of Swords here, because this is kind of continuing on what I was just talking about with being sure that you are protecting yourself with the correct boundaries and making sure that the love that you are giving is being reciprocated. Protect your heart. Make sure that the people around you are not taking advantage of the love, the energy, the advice, the time that you give, because we are all valuable beings, every single one of us. There's not one person more special than the other, because we are all these astral beings who are able to do things that are unimaginable. We all have that ability. And so appreciating every single being that you come into contact with, and appreciating every single gift that each individual has is important. You can't see yourself as someone better than someone else, and you can't allow yourself to be seen as someone less better as someone else. Does that make sense? You shouldn't allow yourself to be seen as this person who's below someone else. Your feelings are completely justified, and your worth being treated with respect and being treated with the same love and appreciation that you give. So with the 2 of Pentacles, let me slow it down a bit. With the 2 of Pentacles here, what I'm seeing is a possible business opportunity. This could be someone new in your life, or an old friend, an old acquaintance, someone who you could possibly be rekindling or meeting with, that could start a new business opportunity. So this is going to be a relationship that's going to be very beneficial in creating material abundance, which kind of goes on to the Queen of Pentacles here. And this card reminds us to nurture our abundance, to be appreciative of the material things that we have. It sometimes can feel uncomfortable, especially if you are on the spiritual journey, to appreciate material things and to say, I love money. I appreciate the money that I have. I deserve the money that I have. Sometimes that can feel kind of uncomfortable, a little bit selfish, a little bit just uncomfortable, you know, but saying those things allows more abundance into your life, and it also is just giving appreciation to the things that you have. There is nothing wrong with being grateful for the material abundance that you have in your life. As long as it's not something that you're continuously seeking, it is okay to be thankful for the material things that you have. And onto the 10 of Wands here. This is a time of, again, rapid change, a time of maybe feeling as if you need to just kind of protect yourself again, protecting your heart, looking inwards, making sure that the light that you give is being reciprocated. That is a really big thing right now in your reading here. And then I'm just going to end with a last word here. We have the 4 of Raphael, and I have seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So that is super beautiful. I always love the art on these cards. I'm going to just say that one more time. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So that is all that I have for group number 1. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you next week. Okay. On to group number 2 here. We have the first card stacks are going to be about what the problems or obstacles that are currently in your life are, the main areas of focus. The second set of 4 cards are going to be the solution to that problem, or a solution to overcoming that obstacle a little bit easier. And then this last card here is just any last words or any last tips or anything like that. So just kind of a last word. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into these 4 here. We have the 6 of Wands, the Magician, the 8 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so with these 2 here, both the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Swords, this is immediately telling me that there are mental struggles with your finances. This means mental struggles. Money is stressful. Worrying about, especially now where we are in the world and the situation that we are kind of all being forced to be put in, which is being jobless. Money is extremely, is an extreme focus in our lives right now. And it seems as if the mindset that you currently have around money is unhealthy. You have almost a fear of success, a fear of abundance. A lot of us have unknowing relationships with money because of the way that we were raised. And this is not intentional from the parents. This is just accidental slip-ups that are said to us frequently as young children, and we just absorb them, and they're put into our subconscious, and they are told to us throughout our day in succession all the time. So a lot of this could be things like, oh, I can't afford that right now. You know, I'm tight on money. I just don't have the finances for that. I can't afford that. Saying all of those types of things seems just like, you know, well, that's what it is. But you need to reword those. Saying money flows to me with ease. A lot of the time, because I get this too, it's difficult for me to say, oh, I am financially abundant when I am currently in a situation that is the complete opposite. It feels like I'm lying to myself. It feels like I'm just saying something that's not true. And to me, that's not beneficial. So I say things like, money flows to me with ease. That's not saying that I'm currently sitting on a stack of money, but it's also not saying that I'm not open to the fact that it is coming to me. It's on its way. It's pending, you know? The universe is currently figuring it out, and it's about to be in my bank account. You know, switching your self-talk into something more positive and less worrisome and less stressful. That's not easy, especially when it comes to finances, especially when it comes to whatever situation you're in, whether it be you have kids, you have pets, you know, whatever your situation is. That's not taking away from the fact that your situation is difficult, because it very well could be. but changing the way that you think about your situation, and instead of keeping yourself in that situation, rather allowing opportunities to come in. Even saying things like, I am open to blessings. I am open to new opportunities. That is opening those doors and allowing the universe to bring in those blessings to you, instead of immediately cutting off and saying, I don't have the money for that right now. I don't have the finances for that right now. It's coming to me. It's on the way. Things like that. And then these cards here, honey, let me get into these cards. Okay, so we have the Magician. I talk about this, it seems like, as much as I talk about the Death card, which I don't know, we have one more card stack. So far, we don't have it, but who knows? But the Magician card comes fairly often as well. And this card is signifying creating something out of nothing. I mentioned this. I just feel like that is so important, because the fact that we as humans can literally create, like how are planes created? How is this that I'm recording with created? How does it work? I have no idea, but somehow, some way, someone figured it out. And that's freaking crazy that a human found all of these parts that were already here in this earth and created a phone and created a camera and created a TV. Like, that's crazy. And y'all think that magic isn't real? Like, hello, we are walking magicians daily. Steve Jobs, I would say he was a witch if you ask me. Phones kind of look crafty if you're asking me, but anyways, it's really crazy the fact that we can create something out of nothing. You have that power. You can create whatever opportunity you want, regardless of the current situation that you're in. Now, is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to take work? Yes. But you have that in you. You are a creature of magic. So if you can put your mind to it and you're willing to work for it, it all just takes time and a little bit of luck. That's it. With the Eight of Cups, this is signifying that your abundance is going to come. With a change of mindset, with a change of understanding that a plan of attack needs to be made, that this is not the time to kind of sit and think about what we don't have, but rather change that and think about what we are willing to allow into our life. I don't have this right now. We don't need to think about that. But I'm going to have it soon. It's going to be in my possession soon. I'm about to be financially abundant. I am stress-free currently. You are stress-free. Say that as well. And just allow these things to play in your mind, rechange that self-talk. But that is what I'm getting for this set. Okay, let's jump into the second set of 4 here. We have 5 of Wands. We have 7 of Wands. 4 of Cups. And the High Priestess. So with these two here, we have the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands and the 4 of Cups are telling us very similar things here. It is telling us that same situation as these guys, pretty much, honestly, is that you are letting your abundance spill out. You are not, by not looking at the good things that are around you, by not looking at the opportunities that you are able to create, or the things that you are able to work with around you, then you are continuing to allow yourself to stay stagnant and stay in the same mindset. You don't even need to have material things. You don't need to possess material things in order to be successful. You have to start here. It all starts with the mind. You can change whatever you want around you by just changing in here. Your perspective, eventually that turns into your situation as a whole. And then from there, you just start easily accumulating abundance, because that's all that's going on in your head, is allowing that abundance to come in rather than putting these blocks in your way. And then the 5 of Wands is, again, saying something very close to the 6 of Wands, which is the fact that there is a feeling of being having a feeling of a lack of. And then again, it's like a 2 and 2 for this situation. We have the 7 of Wands and the High Priestess. With the 7 of Wands, this is telling us that success is on its way. Success is coming in due time. Everything happens in divine timing. Everything happens when the universe knows that it's supposed to happen. We don't always know what's best for us at the time, and hindsight is always 20/20. So just give it time. With the High Priestess, that is telling me that it's an important time to connect with your intuition. Start meditating, start tracking your thoughts, start slowly tapping in and listening to yourself. When I started kind of figuring out my inner dialogue, I would just turn everything off when I would do my makeup. That's how I started. I wouldn't listen to videos, I wouldn't listen to music, I would just do my makeup in silence and listen to my thoughts. And it was hilarious at first, because it would go from like one song to another song to like my version of it, a remix, to negative self-talk, to conspiracy theories, to more negative self-talk. Like, it's very interesting listening to your thoughts and just not judging them and not stopping them, but just hearing them and listening to them. So definitely try to listen to your inner dialogue, try to add more positive dialogue into that, and just connect with your intuition by meditating, journaling, focusing on your dreams and things like that. So here we have our last card, the Four of Gabriel, and we have time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Honey, yes, all of that. That summarized it perfect. I'm gonna read it one last time. Time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Perfect. So that is all that I have for group 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed this message, and I will see you next week, hopefully. All right, and on to group 3 here. I don't know if you watched the whole video or if you're just cutting to this part here, but I have the top 4 cards are going to be the problems or obstacles that you are currently facing, and the second deck of 4 cards is going to be how to get out of that situation, a solution, things like that. And then the last card here is just going to be final thoughts. So going into this one, we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. Sorry. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with the 5 of Swords is, we'll start with the 7 of Pentacles. There is an imbalance. There is an influx, I don't know if influx is the word I was looking for, an imbalance of, I want to say, because it's the 7 of Pentacles, an imbalance of finances, an imbalance of material items, an imbalance of something material, whether it be material things or money or something like that. And then with the 5 of Swords, it is the feeling of lacking, the feeling of not having enough, the feeling of continuously working towards something and not seeing the outcome be what you had expected. With the Page of Swords, what I'm seeing is that you have been working very hard towards this one manifestation, this one goal, but you haven't really seen anything that is hinting at you receiving that manifestation. And maybe you're starting to get fed up. You're starting to question everything, because I totally get that. I totally feel that sometimes, where it's like you're manifesting towards something and you have been really working hard at receiving this manifestation for so long and you don't see any progress towards it. And what this is saying, the Page of Swords, is that this is your rewards are incoming. They are pending. They are in the horizons. They are on the way. But it is not going to be what you expected. It's not going to be exactly what you had hoped for, but it is going to be exactly what you need right now. And I said this in the last group, but hindsight is 20/20. Just give it time and you will understand why it all worked out the way that it did. But the manifestation that you are going to be receiving is definitely going to be getting you closer to the life that you are looking to live. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is a time to nurture your abundance. There is a feeling of imbalance. There is a feeling of lack. There is a feeling of not having enough. But this Queen of Pentacles reminds us to give thanks to the things that we have, the material items that we have. Give thanks to the money that you are about to be receiving. Give thanks to the opportunities that you are about to be giving yourself. Those are important things to be focused on right now, because it is okay to focus on material things. Let's go into this one here. We have 3 of Pentacles. We have the Magician. Geez Louise, this is so similar to the last group. Like, I'm trying my hardest not to give the same advice that I gave the last group, but your guys' cards are so similar. We have the World, and we have the 3 of Cups. Here already I'm seeing we have 3 and 3, so that is good. That is a number of abundance. We have a World here coming into a full circle of celebration, something to be excited about. The Magician creating something that is new, something that has brought you a new type of happiness by giving a type of responsibility, right? Like when you get like a job where you are maybe a manager or some type of responsibility that you've never had before, or let's say you've never had a job before and it's your first time getting a job, or you're getting an animal, like that new type of responsibility that's like exciting, that kind of like gets you into that mindset of like, oh my gosh, like I'm starting this new thing, and I'm thinking of like maybe becoming a manager or becoming a parent or becoming an animal owner, and creating something new and exciting for yourself that also has to do with responsibility. And then, so with the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups here, we have an overflow of abundance with the 3 of Pentacles, we have an overflow of abundance. With the 3 of Cups, we have an overflow of abundance. With the 3 of Pentacles here, it's going to be the same kind of situation as what we were having over here, which is continuously having a mindset or having that negative self-talk of not having enough, of worrying about where that next thing is going to be coming in, worrying about that next check, that next, whatever it is that you're focused on. There's that feeling in the background of, well, we still have to be worried about this. Well, we still have to be worried about this. So continuing on this road of listening to your self-talk, listening to the way that your inner dialogue interacts with yourself. Are you paying attention to the things that you're telling yourself when you are at the store or in stressful situations, or in situations where you have to pay for something, or in those types of stressful situations? What are you thinking in that moment, and what are ways that you can reaffirm this abundance into your life? Again, saying things like, money flows to me with ease. I am open to financial abundance. I am open to new opportunities. I am open to a beautiful life. All of those types of things, just repeat those things in your head. But overall, what I'm seeing is there is going to be success, and there is going to be great things coming to you very, very soon. But it is important to get your thoughts under control right now. And then to end off here with this last word, we have the Queen of Miguel, and I have brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience. A time for career rather than relationships. I'm just going to read that one last time here. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience. A time for your career rather than relationships. And then at the top here, it says brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. So that is all I have for group number 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye!